Right then guys, so we last left it as we did the Race of the Red Emblem in our Skyline GTRS tune. Next up, Vitsa Yaris race. I think we've got a Yaris because we did one in beginner league. Don't know why I gone to car dealership, gone to home. Garage. Yaris. Where's my Yaris? Where's my Yaris? 204. I've got a Yaris RS 1.5. That's a Yaris RS 1.5 as well. That's at 109 brake horsepower. So I think Cayenne. I think that's a special colour. I'll just go check the dealership, make sure that is a special model. If it's a special colour model, then it might have a few different upgrades to what the normal Yaris 1.5 would have. And there's the Euro. So what does the Euro get? 86 brake horsepower. Yaris RS 1.5 is the one I'm in. Yeah, Cayenne's a special colour. Just like the pink one was that we used in the beginner league. I'm going to have a guess that we're going to need to whack everything we can in this. I'm going to have a guess it's going to be extremely tight competition because these cars don't get particularly fast. It's going to cost a lot of our money. So that's all three of them, all three stage weights. Get my super hard as normal to last all the laps. Does it get turbo? Yeah. Okay, 223 already. No, it doesn't have anything to call a drivetrain. Triple clutch. Fly racing wheel. Can't have a drive, just have to carve a new, that's not good. We'll have full racing transmission in case I need to change it up a little bit. Shouldn't need to, just in case. Limited slip. The racing thing in here, the racing air cleaner. For so I don't get any stage 2. No, 196. Ooh. Port polish. Yeah, we'll have that. We'll have port polish. Computer chip. We'll have the computer chip. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's get it. Like that as well. Suspension and brakes. Full customized racing. Sports brakes. And the balance controller in case it's too heavy once then. Right. That now should make us more than competitive enough to take on this 5-event race with the Yaris. Yeah, just the Yaris Euro edition and Yaris RS 1.5. We got a special colour 1.5, fastest car. Alright then, on to the first race. And I'll skip the loading parts for you guys, so you don't have to see all the loading. Oh, they're all 1.5s. Not good. 10 laps. Might have to widen our gears a bit. So I know I've got task course coming up as well, so we're already reaching maximum gear 6, so we have to widen our gears a little bit in the racing transmission. So we're already topping out at one. I don't know why I hit the brakes there. We're topping out at 197. It's going to be nowhere good enough for test course. So hopefully, if their tyres are wearing out quicker than mine, obviously because I've got super hards on, they'll have to go to the pits. And then I can use that to my advantage. I am going to have to widen my gears though. So about 5.5 seconds ahead he is. going to start catching these up a little bit now, I think. I think we are starting to catch these back up again now. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, 4 seconds. Yeah, definitely catching them back up now. Oh, Black Yarra's got in the way. Black Yarra's got in the way with taking it. It will be for a little bit. Not the best way I could have taken that corner. Hopefully, if we're close enough, we might be able to draft and keep our speed up a little bit. Normally I try and do all my races clean, but as you can probably see throughout this project that I've been doing, this long play, I've not been very clean at all. I do try and race my races clean, I do try. And I don't like using the other cars to get around corners. There's one. I think that's 2 of them in the pits. That's 2 I won't have to worry about. That might be 3 of them actually. I've only got these 2 to worry about. We're about 3 seconds. So hopefully we can catch up these 3 seconds. So we can catch up, keep up. If they're going to hit the walls, it's going to be better for us. Because when they hit the walls, they'll lose speed as we gain more speed. Well, not gain more speed, as we gain distance. Gain more distance. Alright, in the lead now. Time to put some distance between me and them. Who knows, I might need to use the pit stop. It's never guaranteed that the super hard tyres will last all 10 laps. It's just how vigorously you drive, like I explained in the video where I was using the Master 787B race car a couple of championships ago. But they've gone in the pit, so that's best for us. Only on lap 7, and my tyres are very rarely being used, to be honest. I think just at the yellow stage. One of my front tyres are the worst at the yellow stage. Oh, we're all bunched up now. It's going to be interesting to see what position they all finish. Whether Red will still be in top. I'll know when he hits the... yes, Red is still at top. For now. It's got 20 seconds ahead as well. About 20 seconds ahead. So... 20 seconds is more than enough for a pit stop if I need it. But I'm hoping not. We're just going to go steadily through these last few laps. 21 seconds. Steadily through these last few laps. 21 seconds of gap in the lead. We should do fine. Well, we've got plenty of space in between me and them. Plenty of space. And we are doing absolutely fine. Tyres are good. I have to widen my gears out a bit though, because that's not good at all. And the 96 means I'll lose on test course. Let's see if I can stretch it out a little bit. The more I stretch it out, the better. I don't want to stretch it out too far there. Hold in a steady between 20 and 21 seconds gap. Nice and steady, nice and steady. See, some people back when I was on lap 2 of the track would have been worried. You know, back down to 5th and last place on the occasional corner. I wasn't worried. Just waiting for my tyres to heat up. I'd get away from last place. Start catching up the leaders. And when their tyres are worn out, they start making lazy mistakes. Based going on the assumption of whatever places they finish on this track, we'll have to sort of work out on the assumption of which are the better Yaris's, which colours are we looking out for mainly. I'm not saying that's the way it'll go, I'm just saying that that might be the way we should look at it. Excuse me. There we go, guys. Final lap. As long as I don't make a massive mistake on the road circuit. Very unlikely considering it's mainly tarmac. We should be alright. Oh, just in case you guys didn't know already, this is reverse and backwards down the track. yeah. On the way back to the finish now. On the way back through for the last time. Couple corners left. And then we'll be there. I'm going to make a prediction all that time will be over 140, I think. I don't think this is a very good lap at all. Oh, 139, a low 139 as well. That surprises me. Right. So there are the positions. Silver, red, white, blue, black. So them are the positions. Here we go, guys. Second track. Laguna Seca. Just want to change some settings in this. Where would my transmission be? There we are. Can't I widen the gears? Settings. Oh, I thought I had knackered it up there. Oh, it's very close. It's off 28. Let's have 28. That should make it a little bit better for us. It should last longer now before it tops out. It's going to be interesting to see if anybody wipes out on the corkscrew on this bit. Blues out in front this time. I think the Yaris's might be all different positions, all in all tracks, you know. One to look out for. All these Yaris's are going to change positions on each track. definitely done the right thing, the correct thing by widening the gears a bit. Not mess with the limited slip. I don't think I need to mess with the limited slip at all. I think it'll be just fine where it is. So as long as we try and keep up with third, then we are doing very well. White's now in first. So with them really pushing their Yaris's, they are going to need to go to the pits. They're pushing their Yaris's far too hard. I mean, we're not too far behind. So I know they're going to be using the pits. Push their Yaris far too hard. So hopefully, when we get, I don't know, to the end of this lap or the next lap, they would have entered the pits. Well, not this lap, obviously. I meant this lap, lap 5. They'll enter the pits because their tyres have been worn out. Because they've pushed it too hard. I've got 2 behind me, 3 in front of me. Just see how it goes from now, how it plays. Hopefully, plays in our favour a little bit. I think I'm starting to pull away from the ones behind me. To catch the ones in front. Oh, that was a pretty good corkscrew, that was. Did that quite well, to be honest. No one's entered the pitch yet. That was a pretty good damn lap. 1:32. Down to nearly 3 seconds ahead. I'm definitely catching them all. I had a pretty good lap there. seconds ahead now. Again. I could probably take a tarmac for that, but I'm not 100% sure I might go off the road. That was another pretty good corkscrew. Oh, not a bad corner either, actually. Definitely catching them all. Definitely catching them all. Yeah, he's not even a second ahead now. That's how close he is. First place, but for how long? I'm not very good at beginning corners. Ooh. Alright, actually. This is where I'll start pulling away. And I'll make a massive advantage of these spots. They may even go into the pits on this lap. As I'm stretching the lead out, we've got to think, are they going to use the pits? And if they're going to use the pits, that's my lead increase to a massive extent. Yeah, one. Just thinking about how many are going to use it. I think all of them are, to be honest. They're all gone in. Yeah, they've all gone in. I'm the only one left on the track. That's quite amusing to me. I'm the only one left out on the track. There's a bit of a gap between the two now. I mean, some got out quicker than others. Don't really see myself dropping 20 odd seconds in a few laps. So as long as we get there, we'll be fine. Fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. In our little blue Yaris 1.5. Don't know if that's known as Vitz or Vitzeth for you guys in America. This is obviously playing the European edition, known as Yaris, obviously. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's a Vitz or the Vitzeth, the style I'm using. If my American watchers do know which is which, please let me know. So it would be nice to know. And I assume that you get different cars on the American version to us on the PAL us on the European edition, the European version. So I know you guys get different vehicles. So I do know in GT2 that you guys get a Cura and Opel, whereas as Europeans, yes, with cheat codes we can unlock a Cura and Opel with cheat codes, but we get Vauxhall and our NSXs are under Honda, not Cura. I don't know if the titles are the same as Honda and Acura, but I do know that the companies aren't on the PAL version. Looks like all the Yaris's are starting to peel off from one another now. And we've still got a 20-second gap. We should be relatively fine for these last 2 laps. Well, I was going to say last 1.5 laps, to be honest. About right, last 1.5 laps. To go around the last corner to get onto our final lap. Oh, they're slowly starting to catch up. There we go. Onto the last lap now. Yeah, they're definitely going to start catching up a bit now. So once we should be alright. I think it'll probably go down to about 16, 15 seconds ahead of me from them. So we're almost already at 18 seconds ahead. Just got a funny feeling it's going to drop more. Seventeen and a half. Here we are. Last corner, folks. Last corner. It's the last straight. Oh, we've gone back up. Must have had a really big corkscrew compared to them. There we go, guys. Well, I shoot the finishing order slightly different. Yes, it is. So we'll have to keep an eye out now. See where everybody finishes. And I'll catch you guys on the next track. Here we go then, guys. Track 3, test course. Now, we've got a very healthy lead, so doesn't matter if we do lose this one. I'd like not to. Just to give you guys something that happened off camera. I've moved my settings for the gear ratio from 28 to 30. Hopefully giving us the edge for a higher top speed than them. I didn't want to increase it too much because I didn't want to be out of the runnings too much. Flying. Absolutely flying. If we keep away from them, they won't be able to fly. They won't be able to draft us to keep up. Miles ahead already. Probably what, 3-4 seconds? Come on. How far? 9 seconds. Nearly 10 seconds ahead already. We're not even hitting top speed. Maybe why didn't it take the slight overkill? I will lower it back down to 20 after test course. Oh, finally, after nearly 3 minutes, the first lap is done. So we're going to look how long it takes us to do a lap initial from full speed that we can get to. I think it's going to be a steady 250, to be honest. We've got 251, 252. Any more? 253 perhaps? Yeah, 253. Ollie will just keep on increasing. We should go full 10 laps with hardly any tyre wear damage. I assume the computers will go all 10 laps as well. Test course isn't one that you can really damage your tyres on because there's no harsh braking, no real corners as such. We'll go from, just got around the first corner. It's already taken us about 1 minute and 10 seconds to get around the first corner. Through this one tunnel. That's taken another, 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. Across the line. 2 minutes 31 seconds. If you guys would like to, I don't know, skip 10 minutes of the video, that should bring you out about lap 6 or 7. And in that way, then you won't have to sit through the whole of test course. I mean, if you guys want to sit through the whole of test course, that's completely up to you. Oh, I want to hit the guardrail. I have a funny feeling them computer Yaris's will be changing all the time. Well, red now. Next, black, blue, white, silver. I really do like the music in this game. It's just so nice. At the time they actually took to redo the graphics to originally what it was going to be. It was amazing. Probably my most favourite Gran Turismo 3. Might not be a popular choice or opinion with other people, but it's my opinion. Gran Turismo 3 is the best Gran Turismo. Certainly the last one they kept simple with the menus. I'm kind of ashamed we didn't keep the menus simple with all the other GTs. I mean, you know exactly where you go. If you wanted to race, you go to race. If you wanted to garage, you would go to home. You wanted a car, you got a car deal. You don't have to go to all these different menus just to find a car that you want. And about half a track distance left between us. You know, I might be able to catch them up and overlap them. Sorry about that, guys. My memory was full on the camera, so I do apologise. But back to it. Hopefully, no more interruptions. Now that I've sorted out my memory. Might, if we're lucky, be able to get by them, overlap them, maybe lap 8. Or just to let you guys know, my tyres are doing absolutely fine. You can't really see them, but they are doing absolutely fine. Oh, there you go. As soon as they enter the tunnel, you can see them perfectly fine on the camera. I don't know if you guys can actually see it when I'm in the normal race, but when I look at the camera, I can't really see them that well. We're about one full turn away, which can range up to about 50 seconds gap I've got to close down. I'm really hoping that we don't use the pits, because that would be just plain stupid, considering we're on a test course. I'm about to head on to lap 6. Will we get higher than 253 kilometers an hour, I wonder? On lap 6. Right, for you guys that skipped 10 minutes of the video, we're on lap 6. Like I sort of recommended, lap 6, lap 7. We've skipped the majority of the recording for the test course. I hope we're recording the test course. Slight issue, we ran out of memory. We've got to about half corner left before we overlap them. Hopefully we do. We're wow, quite far now. 3 minutes 4 seconds ahead. We're going to be quite far ahead as well. That's right. Absolutely fine and dandy, no problems. Having fun on test course here. Absolutely fine. So they would have completed lap 4 to 5. No, sorry, 5 to 6. And thank God none of them have gone into the pits. We're going on to lap 7. Here we go, lap 7. Don't know if you guys can see that, but I can just about see the shape of their cars where they're going around the corner. In fact, I've got a couple of them solid on the screen now. Don't know if you guys can see that. I know you guys can definitely see them now. All the Arises, all bunched up together because they're all drafting one another, constantly changing places. So we are 1 full lap ahead of the Arises by lap 7. 1 lap earlier than I predicted, but that's fine by me. This is probably my least favourite course in the game, test course. A boring oval track. But it's got to be done. Whenever it gives it us, we have to do it, unfortunately. It's just the same we couldn't have a faster car. I'm going to stick with these Yaris's, which are so slow going around test course. I mean, I would prefer to choose something like Mazda 787B race car, maybe the Toyota race car, the GT1, the big red long thing. Can't remember what its full name is, but I would like to use that as well. You know, go nearly 400 kilometers an hour. That would be nice. Normally, when I play this game casually, I do a few races and then come back to it the next day, do a few more races, especially with these long championships races, like this test course. And got a couple coming up. I've got 20 laps in the Polythony Digital Cup where I've got to use a bog standard car with no upgrades. We've got the Formula GT Cup. I've got a few laps on this yet with the race known as Like the Wind. Not sure what I'm going to use for that, but I'm going to have to get a car that can go extremely quick and have tyres that last quite a while, because I've got to get first place and it's only one track. Shame I ain't got a car in this Gran Turismo as I do in Gran Turismo 4. It's really fast. I like to use the CRK GTR race car. It's one of the fastest cars in the game. Because at this point I won't have done the majority of the endurance races by the time I get to it. Front tyres are just about to hit green. It took a while for them to hit green. On 8 laps, or practically 9th lap, and they've only just hit green on the front tyres. My back right is heating up a little. My left, hardly anything on the left, on the back left tyre. This is awesome. We're having some fun here. Oh, nearly 20 minutes gone. My life on test course. 20 minutes gone. And I've still got another lap to get round yet on test course. Don't get me wrong, test course is a alright track for testing your car's speed on. But it is not a good track to be racing around. Because it can go one of two ways. You can either be right at the back of the pack or right at the front of the pack. It's very rare you get in the middle of the pack sometimes. I got it when I was using the Mazda 787B race car. I think I got second on that track, which we'll have to go back to when we've got a quicker car. The Mazda 787B top speed just wasn't high enough, and I wasn't messing about with the race car's gear ratio at all. Just wasn't messing around with the race car's gear ratio. Normal cars, fine. I know what I'm doing with normal cars. Race cars, I haven't got a clue. But I do try and keep it as simple as I can without messing with too many settings. The last lap we are on, folks. One time round this oval left before we move on to the next track. I'm not sure what the next track is. I'd like Deep Forest. I'd like Deep Forest Raceway. That'd be a nice track to go around. I can't remember the last time we did Deep Forest, to be honest. It's been a while since I did a video into this. Last time you'll see the tunnel test course on this championships. Those are those signs count down. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to count up. So you know how far you've gone. We're not going to get under 25 minutes. I'd like to see if we can get under 26.5 minutes there. Might even get under 26 minutes there, right? Oh, we're going to get under 25.5 minutes. Yes, under 25.5 minutes. Righty then, so we won that race nice and easy. I shall see you guys on the next race. Right then guys, welcome back to track 4. This is stage Route 11, reverse. This is another lengthy track. So hopefully we can get to, we should be able to win this one. Oh, if I wasn't running into the other Yaris's. I've lowered my gear ratio back down to 28. So that I'm not falling too far behind. Hopefully I can do this track relatively quickly. Might use a few little known shortcuts on. Well, it's probably not really going to work with a Yaris, but normally with different speed of vehicles, especially stage Route 11, you can use the walls to boomerang yourself. I don't think it's quite going to work with a Yaris. The cars are too evenly paced. Oh, I'm faster than them on the straights. That's a good thing. That's okay for me. Just got to try and catch these leaders up now. I get lucky with this one as well, because with them being lots of turns, I'll be able to utilise them going into the pits a bit. I can definitely use that to my advantage. Just got to see if I can catch any of them up without them actually physically entering the pit stops. Realistically, I want to catch them up before they use the pits. So hopefully once we get just of actually starting to catch them up, we will be alright. If we weren't being shoved into the wall. I think I'm going to struggle on this one, guys, to be honest. I'm going to see how well we can do on this track. And see how far we can get. So I'm hoping start to catch them up a little bit. Hopefully. I mean, if we can catch them up, that'd be good for us. And then we can easily get around corners. Hopefully start to catch them up soon. Really do start to catch them up. I think we're going to lose this one, to be honest, guys. I really am struggling on this track. So hopefully, just have to pray that we can catch up a little bit. So we're not too far ahead. 15 seconds. Not good. 15 seconds. Just getting a little up and up. Right. So I'm going to try and catch up quite quickly without losing too much speed. Try and not hit the corners, but I'm going to put them as close as possibly can. Give me a bit of an edge. Probably. Just show up here and try. Catch up a little bit. Once I start catching up a bit, we'll be all good and get all fine. All good. And that way we can start making some ground, gaining positions, hopefully. So still at a solid 16 seconds, nearly 17 seconds there. Too high. Not sure what time scale we're at. We're at 15 seconds now. I am catching that black Yaris up as well. Solid 13 seconds. It's not the best I've done that. Now I'm going to utilise my tyres as what they are. I'm going to go for it. Hopefully, it'll be well enough. It'll be a big enough gap. I can keep my lead. It's going to be difficult. I don't think I'm going to keep my lead. I really don't think I will keep my lead. I'm going to do the best I can, but I don't think I'm going to keep my lead. Being able to sort of do the track better than what we used to be doing. That's good. 19 seconds. Section was that was a bit of a rubber section. Back corner in total. Great, just gotta hopefully do this. That's not gonna help at all. That is not gonna help at all. I clipped the corner then on the way into that chicane. That sets back a couple of seconds. Yeah, yes. Hopefully, now that we've getting hopefully we're not going to suffer too bad. Kind of need to start spreading my lead up a bit more now. Solid 9 seconds. Floor it. Brings us on to lap 8 and we're still in the lead. Probably not going to have a great lead, probably 8-9 seconds still. I'd be surprised if it's any more than that. You know, I forgot to use the brakes, so I used it by go. A high 80, hopefully that's alright for us. Seconds. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to keep our lead. We might get lucky though, we might get lucky. Get lucky. Oh, that wasn't a bad sector. It wasn't a bad sector either, to be honest. Oh, that was a good sector actually. It's pushed our lead back up. There we go. So we're back to 9 seconds now, our lead, or we should be on even more after this corner. After that. I know they're going to start spreading out a little bit, but that's not my problem. Sounds like a computer problem to me, that does. 10 seconds. Yeah, our lead is going back up a bit. Oh, a mid 19 seconds to that sector. That's bad. That was a bad sector. Yeah, I knew it'd be a bad sector. At all. Really wasn't. These corners do alright on. There we go. 109. It's not an absolute terrible sector. I like to try and keep that sector to 108. I slowed down way too much there. It wasn't 39, that's bad. Still got my lead at 1 minute 8. Over 8 seconds, so in 8 seconds that would be awesome. That wasn't a terrible corner. So that time we're going to get 2 minutes 16 again. Yeah, 2 minutes 16, almost 2 minutes 17 that time. This one's been a bit. If we drive careful enough on this lap but not too careful or slow. A bit more careful than that, because that's going to put me up to nearly 20 seconds sector because I clipped it. This might be a bit of a challenge, but we should. And we should do it right. So hopefully my lead that I came in with 2 on the lap was strong enough to keep me in the lead. New special stage Route 11 was going to be difficult. Even harder backwards. I don't really know the track that well backwards. I know a lot more forwards. And it's been, I'm sure I've said this in a previous video, but this track was changed compared to the version Gran Turismo 1 where they went under the track. Because they went sort of under the finishing straight with a chicane. Which I thought was quite an interesting touch back then when it was first released. Really clever as well it was. But here we are, guys. After I was quite worried actually we weren't going to win. We built a lead after they went into the pits and we've come out on top. I was quite worried we weren't going to get there. We weren't going to win this track, to be honest. There you go. There's the finishing line, right there. So there you go. I'm pretty sure we don't even need to do the last race. We could just quit the last race. But I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. I mean, even if we lost, the closest they'd get is 25 points. So I'll see you guys on the next track. Here we are then, guys. Track 5 of the Yaris Trophy should be the last track in this championships, and we're on Grand Valley Speedway Reverse in our lovely blue Yaris. Hopefully, as we've been doing all championships, we can win this final race. I do apologise if that's a bit dark on the recording. Come on, our lovely blue Yaris. Doesn't matter if we do lose the race, because we've got more than enough points anyway, as you saw at the start. We've won every race so far. In the closest competition, they each only have 15 points. If the tyres do warm up though, we should be alright. But at the minute we've got a bit of a... Well, we've almost got 5 seconds on us at the moment. Yes, once we know the tyres have heated up well enough, we should be able to start catching them up, hopefully. Even though our Yaris is tuned to the max, I know that they've tuned theirs up as well. They'll probably just have different grade tyres to us. So whereas their tyres are probably heated up by now, our back ones are still cold. Excuse me. We might be slightly quicker than them on the straights as well. We are making a bit of a move now, because we're closing up on them, which is good for us. do apologise if there are any unsmooth bits in the recording. This is an old disc. A couple of marks on it from when I was a kid. Now hopefully, just latching onto the back of the pack now, just behind that red Yaris in front of us. Now, I don't know if the other Yaris can get any quicker, the Euro, because we're on the 1.5. I don't know if the Euro edition can get any quicker than the 1.5. But if any of you guys or girls watching that have done this championships on professional, which is the one I'm on now, in the 1.5, let me know. I just picked the fastest Yaris I could get my hands on and tuned it all the way. I think this is a special model as well, actually. With it being a colour that you can't get in the dealership. I think it was one of my other ones in the garage. So I also have a pink one in the garage as well, which I used way earlier in this project in the Beginners League Yaris Trophy. I think I pretty much tuned it up the same way. But when I started this project off, this full 100% playthrough project of Gran Turismo 3, I was quite enjoying it. And now I'm on Professional League, nearly there, we're nearly at the end of the project. I mean, I've still got all the endurance events to do. I don't know whether you guys want to see me do them as well. Some of them will be quite long, some of them won't be as long. I'll try use a different car for each one. So, for example, if I used a Skyline GTR, the yellow one, I think it's called Pennzoil, I wouldn't use that again. I'd use something like a Toyota Supra or something for the next endurance race. But if you guys would like to watch the endurance races, just let us know. Because we've still got a couple of championships left to do. We've got the Elise Trophy. We've got the Renault Clio Trophy. We've got Polyphony Digital Trophy, which is 20 laps per track. We've got Formula GT. And Like the Wind to do as well, which is a few laps around test course. Which I need one hell of a fast car. I'm thinking the Viper GTS should be relatively quick. If I tuned it up all the way, and if I manage to be able to handle it all right, I should be able to win it with the Viper GTS. And I only think they have the Viper GTS 1999 edition as well. I don't think they have the new one in this one. I think this is too early for the ACR. Now, my opinion, there's only been one other franchise that I can compare to Gran Turismo, and that would be Forza Motorsport Series. I mean, those games are great, but some of these older Gran Turismo games like 3, 2, and even 1, they still hold the nostalgia for me. I mean, it's where I began with racing games, was Gran Turismo 2, I think it was originally. And then I picked up a copy of 1 to see where the beginning came from. And then obviously 3 and 4. I do have 5 and 6 as well, but I ain't played much of 5 and 6. But my personal favourite is 3. I do like 3. For me, it was the last one they kept simple. The cars were easy to find. The tracks were laid out nice and big. And the events, yes, there may be a lot of events, but if you think about it,
They only took some of the events from being in the car dealerships in Gran Turismo 2 and put them into the main game in beginner, amateur, professional leagues as other events. So you had a few more events of the same. For example, your Evolution meetings. There was only ever 2 tracks for that in the dealership in Gran Turismo 2, but they made it a permanent setting for Gran Turismo 3, and I think they added it into all 3 difficulties, which for me made a nice, interesting choice because I thought that was a bit awkward, but it does give you more of an opportunity of seeing which Mitsubishi Lancer is your favourite for the Evolution meeting. Now, I probably used the rally cars, but I had them in my garage by the time I came to do them anyway because I did all the rally events first. Love rally events. The only downside to it is one opponent, and you have to do it 3 times against that same opponent, and the difficulty increases each time, which is good, but it can get difficult with some of the cars. I mean, I probably changed my car a few times, but I mean, I used the Prezza Rally prototype car, which I acquired from doing the rally license, and I used that for every single rally track, which probably wasn't the best thing to do. And obviously, we moved on to the beginner league with some powerful cars, which were probably way too powerful. And then as we progressed, we acquired more cars, as you've seen. I mean, you'll see some interesting choices that I managed to acquire and use. I mean, for example, I acquired I do apologise if I pronounce this wrong, but the Vertigo Gillette race car. I mean, that was an awkward choice for me because I've never used that car before. But it was the only car I had that would be able to be compatible with the Japanese imports and the touring cars that were going to come in. Because I knew we were up against like Corvette C5, Nissan Skylines, Astra touring cars. Could have even had the Vauxhall Caliber, but I don't think that came along. I think it's Vauxhall in this one. It might even be Opel Caliber or Calibra. But yes, I mean, we had. I don't know if we had that here because obviously I know in different countries you got the different options. Wow, we've achieved a massive lead since they've all went to the pits. Let's find out how big we actually have gone. I know they're close to hitting one of the section ends, section 1. There we are, we've got a nearly 25 and a half seconds ahead of them. And bearing in mind, if I drive alright, my car should last all the laps. Should. Being the operative word, because I know my front are already on yellow. Even if I did go to the pits, I'd still come out on top. Especially with a 25-second lead. Oh, it's dropping now, 24 and a half. But I'm hoping that we have a big enough lead to stay out for all the laps. Because I mean, we're on lap 6 now. They pitted lap 4, so I'm probably looking at they'll pit a lap 8 again. So I was in the lead before they went into the pit, but I mean, I've literally only just overtaken them when they went into the pit. So I'm going to see if I can go out through all the laps, because I mean, it only takes one mistake I go into the pits and get a spin out, and he takes a lap mistake, and they could be miles in front of me. Yes, hopefully we do all right, and we can get through this. Yeah, we're pulling away a bit more now. So from 24.5 now back to 25.5. So we've managed to pull away for another 1 second. And with that should eventually be able to put me in the lead. I'm also thinking of doing the long plays, the other Gran Turismos, if you guys are interested. I mean, when I get round to it, I'll do Gran Turismo, and then Gran Turismo 2. I'll do long plays of those for you guys. 100% playthroughs, obviously. The license tests on one might be a bit difficult for me. Been ages since I've done those. But what I'll do is I'll show you guys the times, and then what I'll do is I'll record the moment I got gold for you guys, and when I get the gold, the little gold trophy thing come up, the little spinny gold thing, I'll add that onto each event, onto the end of each one, so you know it's gold. Just so that you guys know that it's actual gold, not just a recording of a random time and I'll just say it's gold. To apologise, that's the postie. Yes, 8 laps. We're on 8th lap now. So if we go based on, they pitted on lap 4, they should roughly pit on lap 8 or maybe 9, I don't know. I do apologise for the massive jump. I made a mistake, didn't make sure my camera had enough memory, and I didn't realise that I hadn't transferred some of my files across to my laptop. So I do apologise for the massive jump cut. I mean, you've probably missed a few laps, but I do apologise. But as you can see, we've got a massive lead over the opposition. We have one lap left to go, lap 10. Our tyres are fine. We've got a massive lead. We're on what? 48 seconds. Majority of that won't be eaten up as long as I don't have a massive spin out. We should be fine. Our lovely blue Yaris has done as well. I'm not going to waste money in buying it new rims because there's no point, so I'm probably not going to use it again. But it has done as well. There we go. We're on the final lap. already completed one section. I don't think it's possible for them to catch us up now. Yes, their tires will be better than ours, but that's gonna be it. I don't know if they're as tuned as fast as us. Obviously, if I take course a bit cautiously, we'll be fine. And we'll get to the end of the track nice and easy. And hopefully, with this being the last track, we should hopefully get a decent car. Hopefully not another Yaris, because that would be very disappointing. But it will probably be another Yaris, with it being a Yaris trophy. And then we shall move on to the next championships. Hopefully, it's a decent championships with decent cars. If it's a championships at all, it might just be single races, you know. But yes. We'll have a look at the stats in a minute as well. You know, obviously. So here we go. Last stretch. And there we are. Lovely finish. And there's standings for the computer Yaris's. They're also all 1.5 as well. And the final standings. There you are. They are the final standings. Oh, we are joint third. With a silver and a white Yaris. Nice. Very rarely do I get a joint with the computers, Yaris's with them. We won't watch the replay because that'll take too long. There we go. That was the last track. Congratulations. So what do we win? All that, and we only won £30,000. I probably spent more on the car. Let's let it just roll. I could press X on the vehicle I want, but we'll just let it roll. See what we get. Oh, we got a lime green Toyota Supra. We shall check that out in the garage. See if it's something special. Go check that out now. And next is the Leash Trophy. So we'll go to the garage. We'll check the stats first. Just give you a bit of stats. There we are, 80.7% complete. Win ratio is at 88%. We've got all the licenses, seal 48 golds. We own 86 cars. So I'm not even halfway in the garage. Wow. The majority of them cars are bonus cars as well. It's 79. I've only bought, what, 7 cars. So let's go check that Supra. Be right at the top of my garage. There we are. Supra RZ. There we are. A lovely periodic pill Mecca. I do apologise if I pronounced that wrong, but there's our Supra 326 brake horsepower. Should be alright for when we can use it. That'll be the end of this video. I hope to see you in the next video when we shall take on the Elise Trophy. I hope you have a super blessed, awesome day. As always, I shall see you in the next video.